You have reached Koth Hebo at Old Dude Plays Minecraft. Please leave a message at the tone. Beep. Okay, we're on the island world here. This is going to be days 21 through 25. You can see here running up to the top to get more lumber. Again, doing it at high speed so that you don't have to watch me do this. Because if you've ever played Minecraft, you've probably taken down a tree or two in your day. And there's nothing about this that's catching you by surprise. Okay, running down. And now getting these rubber trees. Again, I like the rubber trees because the wood, it doesn't really have much other use. It doesn't make very many planks compared to other trees. And the rubber itself is really good for making torches and some other things. So anyway, I'm pulling up some crops here on my way back up to the top. And again, you've probably seen farms before. You know what this is all about. 1, 2, okay. I remember that. I did put a seed there. I think later on it's going to show up as missing. Which means some dirty fish probably steals my crops. Or not. Okay. Heading back up now to my work level. I call this level 1. And I'm just going to stick some more cobblestone in there to make that lava. And then over here, I'm just checking to see how this is going, the processing the cobblestone into sand and gravel. Mostly sand, a little bit of gravel. So that's running along. Got my dust here. I'm going to grab this gravel lot and I'm going to run it real quick. I need the materials, but it's mostly just to kind of get stuff out of the way. Put some stuff into do a little bit of inventory control, put the rubber wood into my furnace thing up there, my furnace machine, I guess I'm going to call it, where I've got things automatically feeding and coming out of the furnaces. So once I put it in the chest, I really don't have to think about it anymore, except that I have to make sure that I have enough enough charcoal. So just run this again. A little more comes out. And we'll put it into the chest to get rid of it for now. Okay, that's okay. Again, this stage of the game, I'm kind of waiting for a lot of things to happen. And they don't always happen as quickly as I'd like them to. Okay, I've got 24 charcoal. Let's go ahead and put these down here in the quarry. Yeah, I don't have any charcoal in the chest, and it all went in. Let's take a peek and see what we've got. Okay, there's some light down there. There must be a cavern or something in the wall. Not too worried about it. Can't do much about it right now without digging down further and going to look for it, and I don't care that much. You can see here I've got my water going in, but I'm going to stop it a minute and let the water level decrease. This is something I really prefer after I get Zavicki armor, because I just fly down and do that at a much tighter controlled level. But for now, you can see how long the quarry is digging down, how far down it is, and it's a good distance. So, and it looks like there's some more light down there, but we're just going to let that flow again and not sweat it. The big reason, there's 2 reasons for the water in this. Number 1 is if I hit lava, it turns it into obsidian, and the quarry can take up obsidian. It can't deal with lava. And number 2, the water keeps mobs from forming down there. I just don't have to sweat it. So, that's good. Let's run back up. Back and forth, back and forth. I'm sorry if that's tedious, but in some ways that's kind of Minecraft for all of us. Now what I'm doing here is I am making my first infusion stone out of an emerald and 8 minicio. And now I can convert minicio up to the next level. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make myself a chest. Now we're going to try it again. We're going to make myself a chest. And I'm going to grab one of those crafting tables I made accidentally and turn it into a crafting station. And I'm going to set these over here. This is where I'm going to deal with minicio and stuff like that. Because I'm going to be running out of room. I know that works, or that's how it goes. So, okay. So over here, I'm going to put all that kind of stuff. And I really should have just grabbed it, and I didn't. So let's grab... Actually, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go ahead and make a diamond hoe while I'm at it, because when I get the minicio, enough of it to process, I'll be able to turn it into the next level up. I think it's an accio hoe. I can never remember the order of those. It just, I mean, I know what it is. It's the orange one, but I have no idea what it's called for sure. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So I'm just going to dump this in this chest, the minicio and the hoe. I really should have grabbed my infusion stone, so I'll go back and get it. And we'll dump it in. Okay. That's set up, ready to go. Next is, let's see how we're doing over here. Okay, that's coming along. I'm going to grab stone. No, I'm not going to grab it now. I've got my torch. I am going to grab the stone. And I'm going to use my chisel to turn it all into stone blocks. And then I'm going to start extending my work area. This area here I like to have 20 by 40 so that everything fits comfortably in it. It's not that I really need that much room. I could probably do it in a 20 by 20, but I'd have to be really careful about how things interfere with each other and how I reach things, and I don't want to do that. So I do 20 by 40. It's just easier for me. Okay, I'm going to put sand up there because I'm going to need I'm going to need some clear glass for my quarry. So that's it for the day, and we are on to day 22. Okay. Time to start building this platform. I've got the perimeter, but let's go ahead and start building the actual floor itself. And again, doing it at high speed because you've seen this before. And it's not that exciting to watch me put in 400 blocks. That's how many is in a 20 by 20. And if I'm not going to put them all in right now. I'm going to do something else. I had to eat there. I was hungry. And let me see what I got here. Okay, I've got some in my glass. I know that it's time to move the quarry, so I'm going to convert that to quite clear glass, which you'll see is what I really want to use to make that work down there. I'm going to make myself a couple more chests to make moving that easier. Okay, let's pop down and see what we've got. Yeah, the lights are off on the quarry. Did you see they're both off? That means it is done. So I'm going to take the charcoal out of the Stirling generator, take out the chest there. Then I'm going to use I'm going to close that off so I don't have water dripping down, making my mess. Use my hoe, take up the Stirling generator. And then I'm going to move around and take up the quarry. And you see the structure to the right there disappears. And that now is done. So I need to start building a place here to put the quarry for the next section. It actually turns out that I don't quite have enough glass to do it the way I think. But at the time I was doing this, I just wasn't thinking clearly enough. So I put this on thinking I was so clever and so cool. I've got 2 rows and I'm so proud of myself. Then I come over here. I put the one more piece just to get it out of my hand. I think. Yeah, I did. And then, okay. And then I'm going to go put my quarry down. And then see that it's in the wrong place. I measure over, I'm in the center, it's good, put it down, but there's a problem. It's 1 block too far south, or whatever direction that is there. And I can't put another one there until I get more glass. So I've got to run up and get my glass. Now, this is interesting. This happens to me once in a while. I'm running along, and it's usually when I'm climbing a ladder, and it just crashes. So I have to start it up again, and you can see I've got ODPM aisle 005, and it is starting again, and it doesn't take too long. It's annoying. It's really annoying, but I wanted to show you that. So if it happens to you, don't worry about it. Just stop and restart. So jump down and then run up the ladder again. Yay! Okay, there we go. I have no idea what causes that, but every once in a while it does. I think it's because Notch, the guy who made Minecraft originally, never wanted to have ladders. And so I think there's a bug in the program that every once in a while, when you're running up a ladder, it just crashes your program. I have no proof for that whatsoever. It's just a fun thing to think. And I'm really sorry that Notch sold to Microsoft, because frankly, in my opinion, they've kind of ruined the game with all of the updates they've done. It's why I play old school Minecraft. But that's like somebody preferring to drive an older pickup instead of buying one of the new ones. It's just the way it goes. So anyway, now we can put this where it goes. We back one up. There we go. Now it goes where it's supposed to. Okay, I'm going to take up some torches here, get them out of the way. I'm actually going to relocate and put them outside of the quarry line, so I don't have mobs spawning here. And then I can move that one, move that one. Might as well grab these other torches and then relocate these two on the edge. Okay. Yay! Okay, now let's finish building the sucker out. I've got 3 chests, so I put 2 on top. I put one over here to hold charcoal, and then the Stirling generator goes right there, and boom, it starts running right away. So that now is starting to dig the next level. That's pretty cool. You see it runs really fast at first, and then it slows down. But it is running, and that's what I need. So you can see it's going to be getting down and getting me more sand and gravel, so I can continue building out my structure. Okay, let me go ahead and empty this thing and take the materials up. I've got all my cobblestone, now I'm getting all my ores. Don't have a lot of other room, but I'll get these things, and I'll need one more trip to finish that. The charcoal, the cobblestone, I'm gonna go ahead and put up here to make more cobblestone. I'm gonna put all the ores over here, and I'll be getting those out in a few minutes to use them, but I don't need them quite yet. Okay, got a nice setup there. Now, gravel. Move some things around a bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build out more of this 20 by 40 area, the second half of it. So I'll just kind of go back and forth on that in between doing other things. And this is going to be half of it done, or 3/4 of the whole platform, which is kind of cool. Okay, now let's run down and let's finish. Actually, let's run over here. Let's get some water into this. I didn't come out there quite far enough. I should have gone one more. Oh well. This will do the same thing. This is putting water in there. This will take care of mobs and lava. Lava, of course, I'm not worried about for 40, 50 blocks down, but I will eventually. Okay, I would like to get the rest of the glass to finish that off. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of buckets of water, and I'm going to start putting some water up on the next level so I don't have to go up and down for it. There's one more thing I want to do too, and I'm going to show you here real quick like. First of all, I'm going to need some slabs. Can I make dirt slabs? I don't know if I can or not. And the answer is no, you can't. Okay, so I'll just make them out of cobblestone. Not as attractive, kind of ugly, but it's fine. It's not going to be there that long. I will eventually remove it, but let's take this for now and put these over here. You'll see why I put it all the way over here later. But put the water down, get the other water, put it down, and now I have a water source up at this level. Okay, I want one more thing here, and that is I want to build a stone barrel because I'm going to use it to make obsidian. And you may say, how do you do that? Say it. Go ahead. How do you do that? Well, what you do is you build your barrel, which I apparently am having a lot of trouble doing it. Okay, I need these stone slabs. I need 1, and then I need 6 stone, and then that makes a barrel. So I've got this here now. I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to put it under the water. Now, it really would have been much brighter for me to have put this before I put the water in. So I'm going to do it, chisel it, and put it in fast, and hope that no water fell down to cause me problems. Let's go take a look. Because that can wash it. Look at that. That's how no, that's not. Huh. Okay, well, it wasn't a problem. So anyway, I'm okay. Weird. Let's go ahead and get this stuff and take this chest down. And this is pretty much going to take care of another day here. Put this up at in this chest, out of the way, move things a little bit, and call it a day. That's the end of day 22 on this island world. So we're headed into day 23, and much to do yet, but we'll see what's happening. Now you're going to see what I'm going to do with this lava. You know, I've got that crucible there that I've been making lava in. I've got four buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got 4 obsidian. And that's really good because obsidian has 2 uses that I really need it for. One is to make tanks, which I make by making glass panes. Put them in a pattern like that, and then put the obsidian around it, and that gives me 2 tanks. I'm going to use tanks very much. I'm going to be using those for lava that I'm going to be making somewhere else shortly. So I actually need to make a couple of fluid conduits, and you just make these out of quite clear glass. They're really cheap. But they only work by gravity. You can't pump anything through them, or they don't pump themselves, whereas another type does. But this is enough for now. So I'm going to run over here. Let me see here. Got things that I'm not sure what's going on. Let's move this around and let's get rid of this dust. Why didn't I put those 2? Okay, no, actually, I'm just gonna put that out there, and then I'm going to run this dust through because I need to make some more crucibles, and for that I need bone meal. You saw bone meal there came up first as I was starting to sieve this. You don't have enough room. You start losing stuff if you're not careful. Okay, that's only 4. That's not enough. So I'm going to have to make some more dust. And to do that, let me finish this thing out. When I'm making dust, when I'm making too much dust, if I'm not careful, I can fall. If I start in the wrong place and forget. So I'm just going to finish this thing out. And there we go. 20 by 40 platform is very nearly almost completely done. Okay, good. That's done. Now we're going to grab some I don't know why I decided to do this, but okay. I'm going to use the pick now, and I'm going to finish out. I'm going to move this torch, finish out this area, and then I'm going to move that torch, and then I am going to plow enough of this, turn it into farmland, to move my minicio to over here, and that will get it out of the way of the other stuff and keep me from stepping on it and getting hurt accidentally. You see they're ready to harvest, so zip through them, take the seeds, and plant them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll be back. We'll be back after these messages. Hi, this is a message. Dumb. Okay, I'm going to take up these potatoes because I really don't need potatoes. I'm going to take up some more of this wheat. I did lose a seed over there, and I don't know how. I'm not too worried about it. It's just a seed. But, okay, plant that, and then plant, weird. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull up all the carrots, and I'm just going to plant them in one row around the water source. This is just kind of how I do this. There's no particular rhyme or reason to it. It just is what it is. Let's run over, check the chest, see how we're doing. Okay, we're still really not down to cobblestone level yet, but it's digging through. But I'm running out of charcoal there too, so I better do something about that. I've got enough quite clear glass here to finish this out. This always scares me because I have fallen through these before, forgetting that it's not filled in. So I like to keep it filled in. Okay, that takes care of that. I won't be falling in that anymore. Grab the sand and the gravel. I'm actually just going to dump them over here because this is convenient for right now. Grab some things, throw them into the loot recycler. Doing fine there. I'm going to make myself another hammer, and I'm going to make some more dust because I need some more materials. So we come on around. I did the 16 and then 16 back. That's the 32, and then it takes me a little bit to crush that, and that takes care of that. Hey, we're done with another day. That's the end of day 23. Headed into day 24. I've got some good stuff coming up here the next 2 days. So, gonna move this material. I don't need it anymore for making any more levels right now. I will eventually, but I'm just getting rid of it. Go ahead and run through all of this dust. 8 bone meal, 9, 10, 11. I want 14. Am I going to make it? Am I going to get 12? Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? 13. 13. Really? Okay. Then let's run some more sand out and bash it and then sieve it. And there, come on. It's weird. There's just times when you're sieving, you cannot get anything you're looking for to save you. 14, there we go. Might as well finish this out. Wow, I only got 1 out of that last 32 pieces of dust. Interesting. Okay, let's put all these things into this chest here. Just get them out of the inventory for right now. Okay, but I do have 14, so I can take 14 clay, turn them into porcelain clay, and then use them to make unfired crucibles. Take those and put them up in the furnace thang. I'm just going to call it the furnace thang. Is that okay? Grab a couple more lava to make a little bit more obsidian. Running down, putting more. Okay, starting to get stone out of that now. Okay. Oh, but I'm running out of charcoal. This is not good. Okay, well, just too many things to do right now. Get back to that. Okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to start building where I'm going to be putting these chests or these crucibles. By the time I'm done, I may have as many as 20 of these running all the time. And what they're going to do is they're going to make lava that I'm going to use to run Stirling generators that are going to generate my energy. And once I get going well enough, I almost never have to touch it. Kind of nice. Okay, I'm going to make myself a bitter barrel here to store the wood, or to store the cobblestone that's going to go into those chests. So we got that. We've got... Okay, we're good. Let's put that up there. And fill it with cobblestone that I didn't pick up any, honestly. If my feet weren't attached, I'd forget them in the morning. Okay, so let's jump up now. Got quite clear glass. I like to use this for jumping up like this. Now we take the item conduit. We are going to extract from the better barrel, and we're going to insert into the crucibles. That's a way of just making sure that I don't have to mess with it much. Now we take that fluid conduit I made, and I'm going to do 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because eventually I may have as many as 20 of these crucibles going at a time. So then I'm going to put my tanks up here, tanks for the memories, and then I'm going to extract from the crucibles. That will put it into the fluid conduit, which then flows into the tank. I'm going to make that an insert only. Okay, so that's running out of that, and that's starting to run. So I basically don't have to worry about that now for quite a while. Good. Checking on some other things here. Stick some more wood up there to get charcoal, because I'm running really low on charcoal. Pull up the rubber trees. Okay, that's good. Harvest some minicio. Grab some cobblestone. A lot of this is just running back and forth and moving things around, so not too important. But that's the end of day 24. One more day left on this video, day 25. Okay. Grab some of this and go get some birch trees. Come down pretty quickly. Good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get them all while I'm out of here, because I really need the wood. Okay, they're down. Plant. And we're ready to go. Eat because I'm hungry. Now get that birch up there so it'll start running. See that the lava was going well. There wasn't enough for me to take any for making more obsidian, but that's fine. I'll get it eventually. Okay, see the sand is still coming. I'm going to go ahead and make more dust. I'm going to make 64 this time. And start sieving, I think. Maybe not. Actually, I'm going to make something else that I need. I'm going to make an Auto Sieve. By the way, if it turns yellow like that on the NEI, you've double-clicked it. So just double-click it again. Okay, I need to make an Auto Sieve, so I'm going to need a silk mesh. I'm going to need a machine, and I don't have any copper, I'm sure. So let's go ahead and do a couple here. Put them here to cook and force it to go quickly. So it'll be done. There's a charcoal, we'll take it. Now I have to take that, okay, I can make my basic capacitor, and then I can make my machine chassis. I've got enough materials to do that. These Auto Sieves are really cheap to make, surprisingly. Okay, then I go and find the electrical steel. I do one of them into nuggets, and now I have everything I need. So I can make a Auto Sieve. Now I'm going to do something that kind of stupid here. I'm not quite sure why I did this, but I'm just going to put this right next to the Stirling generator and let it start running while I'm grabbing other materials. I did some checking to see what was affecting it, and I eventually decided, you know, just make another Stirling generator. This is dumb. So, I'm going to make Stirling generator. Actually, I'm going to make a couple of them. So, I'm going to need to take down a couple of these into sticks. And then from those, I will make my gears. I need 4. Do the rest. And then I'm going to need a couple of furnaces. And then I'm going to need a couple of pistons. And then I need some more of that stone brick stuff. And I don't have any stone, so I need to grab some more and just make some real quick. Okay, now I have enough to do what I need to do, so I can make 2 more Stirling generators. Okay, now I'm going to go grab that, well, actually I'm going to see where it goes here. It's going to go here. I don't have my chests. Why do I always forget my chests? I need 3 for this. And you'll see I've got 1. Need to make 2 more. Chests get moved around a lot at this stage too. Just part of the fun. Okay, let's take this up. Boom. And put the automatic sieve right next to it. Put a chest at this end for the charcoal. Put one on top to feed the sieve and one over here to take the materials out of the sieve. So now I use item conduits. Item conduit to go from the sieve to the chest, and that'll take the finished product out. Conduit here to come out of the chest into the sieve. That'll take whatever I'm sieving. And then that's it. So I'm going to dump the items that it had just done and I'm going to adjust that so that it will accept the charcoal. That's one of the reasons why I threw all of that wood in a minute ago. Now we will put that in there and this will start running. Yay! Okay. Grab another couple of obsidians. I'm just going to dump that extra Stirling generator over there. Grab some more stone. Grab some more minicio. There's a dog barking outside. Cute little dog, but it sure is noisy. Okay, and we dump this stuff. Come down and make sure we got enough charcoal there. Phew, busy day, but a good day. Hey, I'm Koth Hebo. This is Old Dude Plays Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe, but just leave. Hey, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.